Alright, we're on a Sunday morning. It's going to be a bit of a strange Sunday this, because we've got a lot of people departing today and only a couple on. So the site's going to be the quietest it's been since way at the beginning of the season. So I've got the pod to clean this morning. Oh, so I'm going to lob that into there. So oopsie daisy, crikey, got my hands full of bits. Yeah, so I'm going to do the pod turnover, so they've left quite early, so I can get that done before we clean up the toilets and showers. And what else have I got on today? I'm going to pick up a bit of AstroTurf, some second-hand AstroTurf from Skeggy later. These bed dividers, I keep calling them, where we keep strimming, they're a bit of a pain to keep the to keep the grass down. So I had a bit of a brainwave. I can cut some strips of AstroTurf that'll fit inside the beds. Then I'm going to get some mulch around the actual perennials. Anyway, so I'm going to go and do that. And I've also now started to contact one or two people about possibly coming to stay with us before the end of the season. Now we're going quieter. What's the weather like today? So the weather's a bit grey. We had a couple of spots of rain yesterday afternoon, but no proper rain, and we've still got a lot of rain on the forecast, allegedly. Right, let me get the pod made up. This is quite a good. I can do this because I can keep an eye on. I can keep an eye there, so any departures I can run over and pick the fobs up and let the people out. Okay, so that's the pod all cleaned up and changed over nice and early, 10 o'clock. I'm bedding in the washing machine, and I need, I might do this very shortly, I need to deadhead the bedding plants who are now pretty well finished for the season. They've survived pretty well though. Look at these, look. So all things considered, they have survived pretty well. My little bag of rubbish to put in the bin, and because we've been a lot quieter than usual, I shouldn't be bin jumping today, but never say never. Took out the washing with the bedding from the pod from the other day, and somebody in the dryer had left something. One of my missing socks has turned up. How good is that? Right, so there's a mad hour quick trip into Skeggy. I've gone and picked up a length of AstroTurf, an offcut and a Stanley knife. So big piece of AstroTurf here, and I've got a plan, I've got an idea to try and make life easy and to make the site look a little bit cosmetically a little bit better. I'm going to go and quickly mow pitch 21 and pitch 22 now that they're vacated, and a couple of the hard standing pitches around the outside with the yellow peril, because we've still got quite allegedly tomorrow quite a bad day weather-wise, if that happens. Right, so that's pretty well all of the touring area cut between yesterday and today. I've got a couple due on this afternoon to come in the island, and we've gone from being hammered to quiet. Check this out. So we've got a quiet couple of check-ins today, quite quiet Monday, Tuesday, but then from Wednesday, Thursday and going to Friday we do fill up again for next weekend. And coming down this way here, so this is the first time I've had an opportunity to do a quick video here on the island while it's empty since the beginning of the year. So you're very slowly 360. Over there, and so these pitches, if you remember, should recover over the next week. I'm just fingers crossed this rain, alleged rain, comes in tomorrow could just do with a day of non-stop rain. So I think I showed you that on the last vlog, and then we've had some people on here for quite a long time on this one, and most of this grass that's died has been because they had a couple of great big Burmese mountain dogs on here. So you can see, this line. So that's where they had the fence in, and I'm going to go and have a quick look at this wasp situation, or previous wasp situation, which has definitely eased up a lot to what it was. And yesterday, not too sure quite what happened or why. Oopsie daisy. As it goes an alarm, go and put the bedding in the washing machine into the dryer. And yesterday we got hit by a big swarm of flies. So I am going quite quick because, as I say, I have got a couple of check-ins to do, so I need to be keeping an eye on the gate. But this was alive a couple of weeks ago. We've still got wasp in here. It definitely doesn't seem to be as manic. Let's have a quick look here again. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are quite a lot of wasps still on that one, and then the big one that we had was over here, which we'll go and have a look at now. Let's see what the situation is on this hedge. You'll remember this one now. So if you remember, this tin box was absolutely alive with wasps. You get quite a few of these dead ones. And go to the other side, which is where the main activity was. Still here, but nowhere near as many. And I just remembered I need to go and dig out a peg somebody left as well in the ground. My mower hit one yesterday. Okay, right, let's dive back over to touring. A lot of these have fallen literally overnight. And when you're mowing, these are, well, one got me. Let me see it. Evil, and then there's one still in the ground here. Look at this. And you can imagine what that would be like if the if the mower blades went on that. They'd say we did have a big crunch up on that one, but let's grab this one out. And that is what was underground. Okay. Those bits and bobs put up. Right, over to the shed. Right, so that's first check-in today in, as I was just measuring some of this, which I'm going to go and cut and see if my little idea works. Fingers crossed it will. Right, I need to go and check these in, and I had somebody leave late today, so I need to check them out and just make sure no other messages or anything like that are in for me. Right, sit down. In fact, goodness me, I need to go and get something to eat as well. I'm starving. I had my hoodie on a little bit earlier when I was mowing. It didn't go cold, it sort of chilled off a bit. Anyway, so let's go and see where Rasha is. She's not in the garden today. But it's definitely a lot cooler. Oh, here she is. She's on the bed. Hey, Rash, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, Scooby snack. There you go. Right. Right, let's go and have a rummage in my fridge for some food. Right, so that one's cut, and the sun's back out. Scorchio again. Right, let's go and take this over to the bed I'm looking at and see whether this works or not. Right, so are you getting the idea? So this is a nightmare to trim and cut. So we'll continue that down, and all being well, that's going to make life a lot easier and the site look a little bit prettier. Alright, so that's roughly laid. What I'm going to do is let that lay overnight and just sort of unravel itself, and then may need to trim a little bit more and possibly get some tent pegs and peg that down, and all being well, I'll just make looking after these beds a bit easier. And it's surprising how much AstroTurf actually just went through there. Anyway, I've still got another bit left, so maybe get another one done. And also a question that you may be able to comment below or send me a message to do with Wildflower. So anybody that's been following this vlog since I got here here at the Nurseries touring park, you'll know, you will, fingers crossed, some of you will remember this divider hedging. We deliberately left this alone so the grass has grown and things like that for wildlife, etc. And at the beginning of the year, it was too late, if I'm absolutely honest. I think it must have been the end of May, even possibly early June. We did try and get some wildflower seed down, and obviously it didn't take. But I'm thinking going on to next spring about wildflower. And it would be lovely to see this whole area here with some wildflowers on it. So the question is, these bee bombs, can you buy them on the large size, where basically a lot of the wildflower you actually need to mix them up with compost or soil and things like that. Basically it's like physically sowing a seed. But do you know anywhere where you can actually buy like a commercial quality and quantity of wildflower? Because we've got a huge area here, and it would just be nice to sort of have some things in plan for next spring, just to actually get that sorted out. And so we could be cruel and butcher. We could just get the strimmer and just sort of strim all this back. But you know, over the course of last spring and summer, we just let nature rule and take over. So if you know anything about wildflower seeds and planting, or what preparation needs to be done in advance, drop a comment below. I seriously would be really interested to know a little bit more if you know anything. So as I said earlier, we've only got a couple of people on today, and I've got another late one on. A bit frustrating. Anyway, right, I'm going to hold what I've done or what I've been doing today now. I'm just going to close up the shed. I'm just going to nip and give Rasher a quick leg stretch, quick walk, and I might have a quick look at this this other substance that I bought the other day. I don't know, do you remember me showing it? Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at that. I may apply it today, I may not, we'll see. And this is pretty well dried out now, so we have got a couple of tracks here which I'm going to need infilling. It's definitely dried out somewhat there. Hey Rush, how are you? You? Yes. Go give him a chase. Yeah, so I've got this gummy fledge stick. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and prep up some areas and just clean some areas I'm going to be applying this to, and I do a proper little review on this, because apparently it's meant to be the mutts nuts, as they say. For those that have worked out what that stuff is, and I've just given all my window seals, my window rubbers, a good clean up, because they need to be clean and dry before applying. And I'm not going to apply that stuff today, I'm going to do it tomorrow. But I am going to do, you see the window stays here, these are on like a little ratchet system, and they can sort of dry out and get a little bit sticky over a period of time. And people put WD-40 on them. Don't use WD-40. WD is a water dispellent. WD, the clue is in the word. It's a water dispellent, okay? Things like that, make sure you buy some silicone lubricant. Don't use WD. Really, don't use it. All you'll do is attract dust and grit and stuff. So so I'm just going to go and silicone up these window stays, the springs and the ratchets. I do this, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year, because obviously because I'm living in these van, these windows are open and closed every single day. Alright, so these should now click and stay up. Which they're not doing. I need to put a little bit more on. Just hang on a moment. Right, that's better. So all being well, these should just lift and close up without any problems or issues now. So that's, yeah, bingo. Just go and check the bathroom. That should all be okay as well, if that's all working. Yeah. Yep. Happy days. I'll have a portion of that, and oh, my bird table needs replenishing. And for some reason these fat balls the birds don't like, but I'm going to go on down. I'm going to go get some bird food and replenish the bird table up. Okay, so I've loaded the bird table up. So the yellow tits, I think they're yellow tits, I love the peanuts. They come in for the peanuts. I've got some mixed seed here. I've got some pellets. I don't know whether that's showing up. There's a couple of balls on here. They don't like these. And obviously mealworms, they go crazy for mealworms. And then this is all filled up. And then if I do this with one hand, there goes my little roof to keep it all dry. And all being well, we'll have some done. I've thrown a few mealworms on the floor, not too many, but a few. And I've noticed earwigs on here as well. So it's the time of year for earwigs. Do earwigs give you the willies? Ooh, they might give you the willies. I know Lucy, my daughter, was absolutely petrified of earwigs and spiders. What are you doing, Rasha? What are you doing? Oh, we need to give these. We need to give the water bottles. Or water dispensers. Remember showing you these? We need to give them a clean and get those onto a bird table next as well. It's pretty amazing. Within a minute or two of me putting stuff on the bird table, yeah, loads of birds all came and sat on it. Anyway, I'm going to go and put the wild camera back onto the bird table in a moment. That's this here, and there's a number of settings you can do with in relation to this. So I'm just going to adjust some of the sensitivity a little bit down from the side sensors to the front sensors. It was picking up too much stuff last time, and then I'm going to be using this to attach it to the bird table. Let me set it up and I'll show you it when I put it on. Right, so there's the camera all attached, if you can see it, here on the arm, and it's only picking up the front sensor today here, not the side ones. And in fact I might tilt that camera down a little bit. Let me just alter the angle of that a little bit. Okay, so this is the lens, and I'll let that run now for quite a few hours. Well, literally overnight hours, and all being well, it might pick up some more birdies. We'll wait and see, shall we? Right, I'm going to be thinking about getting some tea and giving Rasha another leg stretch. I'm waiting for this other check-in, which is holding my Sunday up at the moment. And yeah, I'm going to catch you soon. So if you're new here, thanks for watching the video, and if you've lasted all this time, fantastic. As ever, a little thumbs up would be wonderful if you would like to do that. And down there, if you wanted to hit that subscription button. And yeah, wildflower seeds, if you've got any information on that, do let me know. yeah, comment below. Right guys, I'm going to get going. Look after yourselves and be safe.